Exodus 20:4. You shall not make for yourself an image in the form of anything in heaven above, or on the earth beneath, or in the waters below.
The dark descends. To reach.
One strikes another, the fourth, the fifth. 5 cards, 4 players. But what can be said of the gambler, his representatives of lust, greed, and envy, hiding in the open? Picture a man in his lady blue tie, sitting alongside a cabinet of suits, the blue, the yellow, and the red eyes of man. The decision makers, completely devoid of decision. These are the children of man, the want and the ignorant, looking up on high within the fields of heaven.
I was 15, Mama told me that pretty soon I'll be starting to think about sex, and I should talk to her before I did anything about it. You remind me of my daddy, you know. Mama told me he liked skinny women whose breasts just stood up and said hello. Ones that were just a little too big for their bodies.
What's this war in the heart of nature? Why does nature vie with itself? The land contend with the sea. Is there an avenging power in nature? Not one power, but two. Who are you who live in all these many forms? Your death that captures all. You too, the source of all that is to be born. Doesn't he see us? Once more, does he walk with us?
Can you experience life without ever truly living it? Alone and motionless in the Garden of Lights. It's just weird, isn't it? We're just here, we just appear. You know, we don't really have any say in it. It's all we've ever known. It's everything around us. It's a survey, and we're doing the research. It's just a load of atoms hitting each other. That's all it is.
Isaiah 43:2. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and through the river they shall not overwhelm you. When you walk through fire, you shall not be burned, and the flame will not consume you.
Christopher Marlowe once wrote that when the world dissolves and every creature shall be purified, all places shall be hell that is not heaven. Now take that what you will, I don't believe in that shit. Never did, never will. I remember one guy tried to convert me once. Slammed the door right in his face, quite literally. Then went to watch him out the window. Made sure he saw me as well. I don't think he was best pleased. But then again, who would be? Not I, if I was in his shoes. But I wasn't, so I didn't give jack shit. But this stuck in the same world shit, or whatever it is, I don't buy it. These people have got a goddamn Groundhog Day complex going on. I mean, once I was stuck in the same broom closet for a long time. Don't suppose that counts? No, probably not. But same world, moving on up. Marlowe may have had a point. Suppose he knows more than most do now, doesn't he?
Call him Farouk, an allegorical eye sitting on the storm under the frown of night, fallen from grace by the representatives of God, hidden in plain sight, hanging above the tree of his dark materials. When a passage has fallen into shadow, a womb reveals a sanctuary of life, partially closed off from the world, sketched in destitute and despair. A life chained by cancer, 20 by 20, row after row. Clarity is formed when life turns into death and birth reveals itself, sentenced to exile by the form of its predecessors.
There's milk in the fridge.
What?
In the fridge. I want you, Delilah Blue, and little Missy here to see about that milk.
I'll take little Missy here. Along with me, to see about that milk.
That's what I said.
Will it be nice to look at?
Don't forget to take off the lid.
The lid is screwed on good and tight.
The milk is amongst other objects.
Quentin Delaware, your fence needs whitewashing.
Making it a white alley.
If it does, I'll show you my sore toe. I'll fetch the water if you'll whitewash, sir.
As long as Mama don't lick nobody, then the milk will be fresh.
The licking will be done by nobody except the bottle cap on top of the fridge.
Well, let me tell you something, little people. You got milk.
When I was 16, Mama told me that pretty soon I'd be starting to fill out nice and proper, and I should talk to her before I did anything about it. Now, my daddy must have known nobody but me were home, 'cause he came right in and put both his hands on my butt and sort of shoved me up against the counter. After, he just stood there, pulled up his trousers and left me there. I never did see my daddy again.
It's like a Mobius strip. It weaves in and around itself. Like a cobweb on a window pane. See, the way I see it. When you're on a roller coaster, you don't question it. You just sit back and enjoy the ride.
You are of God, little children, and have overcome them, because greater is He that is in you than he that is in the world. I asked her if she was afraid. She just shook her head. I was afraid to touch the death I seen in her. I heard of people talk about immortality, but I ain't seen it.
Mama told me that pretty soon, more and more boys would be starting patting all over me, and I should talk to her before I did anything about it. I never did tell my mama about Daddy, mainly because I always figured he was sweet on Mama. So when he called me one afternoon, I was surprised more than a little. I didn't exactly want him to do it, but I suppose once it started, it didn't seem all that terrible. It kinda made me feel special, you know? Like the jelly in a peanut butter sandwich.
You see, the reason he's put us on this huge rock, traveling through outer space, he's trying to punish us. He wants us to live our lives with the guise of death. We've got to stare blankly at that inevitability, if you will. Traveling through lights, traveling through whatever the hell this is, staring down the barrel, but you can believe whatever you want, and I do, but belief really doesn't change a thing. Doesn't change anything. We're just here. And the one thing it definitely doesn't change is how cool and refreshing this can of beer is.
Where is it that we were together? Who were you that I lived with? The brother, the friend, darkness, light, strife and love. Are they the workings of one mind, the features of the same face? There's not some other world out there where everything's gonna be okay. There's just this one. Just this rock. Where's your spark now?
This world is a lie. Look at the surroundings. Do you even remember getting here? You can't. Where's the morning rush? The sudden realization of morning breath when you walk out the door. The stench of humanity on the bustling train. Think about it. It's not real, none of it. This moment has already gone. Quentin Delaware and his many glasses of milk. Happened 5 years ago. It's just on repeat. And the rest of this never happened. Right now, your friends are forever asleep. The light in your eyes is to forget, not to remember. I am just a memory floating by, and you've been sitting here all night, staring at this screen because everyone's moved on. You're just a broken needle on a record player, stuck on repeat. Look around. You're all alone.